Question one is just subtraction of decimals. So for the subtraction of decimals, it should be kept in mind the decimal should be right under the decimal. So it would be 2, 12 minus 7, 5, and 2 minus 1 would be 1. So 12 square is 144, and while coming for two decimal places, it would be 1.44. This is a minor sector, tangent, line touching at one point, and this should be your major sector. For these type of questions, you should convert every number into a decimal. So it's already in decimal. Let's see what's 5 over 8 gonna be. 0.625, 0.62. Now let's check for the 11. 0.55. So smallest first, 0.55 is smallest. Then comes 0.595, 0.62, 5 by 8, and 0.65. 12-degree lower means it will drop and we'll subtract it. For median, you should arrange the data in ascending order. 3, it's a odd data, so your center should be the median. Range, highest minus smallest. Be careful about the double negative. Calculate the amount of interest. So it's a simple interest. I is equal to PRT over 100. Your P is basically your investment. This is your rate, and this is the time. 480. 480 times 2 times 5 over 100. So this is 10. 48 would be the answer. So for these type of questions, first you need to measure and then convert to the actual value. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 centimeters. So answer should be 24 kilometers. Find the bearing of B from A. Of B from A. So we need to find this bearing. For that purpose, you can first find this angle. So if this is X, this should be 180 plus X. You can use a protractor to find the exact angle. This is not in syllabus. Type of correlation, positive, when the data is in this direction, rising from left to right, it's positive. Line of best fit. Your line of best fit should go between the maximum pointers. So this should be my line of best fit. 5 kilometer walk to estimate the time. So you can go from 5 and my answer is 60. Convert the mix into improper first of all. 4 ones are 4 plus 3, 7 over 4 plus 5 over 6. Now cross multiply and multiply these two with each other. 42 plus 20 over 24, 62 over 24. You can simplify by 2. 31 over 12. Answer should be 2 whole 7 by 12. Planes of symmetry, you can see we can divide this solid into exact two half while cutting in it from this direction, and otherwise you can cut it in this direction. So should have only two planes of symmetry. Volume of prism. To find the volume, you first need to identify that what is the face that is identical from the start till the end. So this is the face that is identical from start till end. So this should be your base area, and this is a triangle. So I'll use the formula for triangle to find my base area, that is base into height, and the distance between the identical first and last face is actually considered as your height. In this calculation, this height doesn't mean that how much taller it is. Do not confuse yourself with the two heights. This height is actually the height of triangle, but the capital one is the height of prism, that is actually the perpendicular distance between the identical faces. So that is 8. 36 should be your answer. You may multiply the first equation with minus 3. So it should be minus 3x minus 6y is equal to minus 21. Then just put the other equation with it. And this should be cancelled out. You will be left with minus 2y. So answer of y should be 5. For x, you can put this answer in any one on one of the equations. So I'm using the first equation. Minus 3 is my answer. We need to convert it into one significant first. So for the one significant, your first non-zero number is your first significant. Rest of the whole number portion will be made equal to 0. And since this is my first significant figure, so because of this number, it is greater than 5, plus 1 will be added in the previous number. So my one significant figure of this fraction would become 20 cube over 0.4. 8,000 over 4, 0.4, or 80,000 over 4, answer would be 20,000. A on to B, definitely it's an enlargement. With the scale factor is measured by any side taken from image divided by object. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So 2 over 1 scale factor is 2. To find the center, you may extend the lines and see where these lines are meeting. This is your center, 1 minus 1. Now we have to rotate it 180 degree from origin. So if I take this point, One box to one box is its movement. So one box to one box will be over here. Now if I take the other one, it should go one down. Alright, so now last one, this one, one, two, three, and one. So one, one, two, three. So this should be my rotation from the origin 180 degrees. And it should always be in a cross. You can see in this sequence the previous number is being multiplied. It's a geometric sequence. Your R over here is 3. So 27 times 3 would be 81. In this sequence, we are subtracting 4. So, and this is arithmetic sequence. For geometric sequence, this should be your nth term. For arithmetic sequence, the nth term is this one, or it can be stated in some cases. In some formulas, first term is written as A, so the main thing is it should be your first term. My first term over here is 35. Sequence is of subtraction. Now let's simplify. 39 minus 4n. And if you guys have some time, maybe at the end of paper you can check this out. Now my third term should be 27. So 39 minus 4 into 3, that n is stands for your term number. So 39 minus 12. Yes, the answer is 27. So our formula is totally fine. 325 adds the product of its prime factors. Okay, let's start with 5. 6 are 30. Again 5. 5 square into 13 should be the answer. For HCF, smaller power is actually your HCF. Find the HCF P and Q. Yes. All right. In shading of inequalities, this is a greater portion, lesser for this and this, greater is this, greater is this. Where the line is falling, it should be less. So it is less, less, and greater. We are missing with the equation, so this equation should be y is equal to minus 2. So the final answers would be y is greater than equal to minus 2, y is lesser than equal to 2x minus 1, y is lesser than equal to x plus y lesser or equal to 5. Another region by three inequalities, find the area. So this one is totally same. For this inequality, they are asking us for the greater side. So we will focus on the greater side of this equation. And there is another inequality, x is greater than 1. So this is your equation, that is is equal to 1. This line is x is equal to 1. So the greater portion would be over here. So what's gonna be, sorry, the greater should be over here. It is lesser and it is greater. So this should be your triangle, and it is a 1 centimeter square grid. So the base of the triangle is 3. The height of the triangle is 1. So the area should be 1.5. Calculate the distance traveled. So you may find the entire area. We have two shapes over here, trapezium and rectangle. 1 by 2 into height. These are the two parallel sides, so this should be the height. Height is always perpendicular to the parallel sides. So 100 into 14 plus 20 plus 50 and 14 is the dimension of rectangle. So it should be 50 times 34 plus 50 times 14. You may take 50 as common or factorize it, and 34 times 14 should be 48. So if you multiply it with 5, 2400 should be the answer. Inverse 2 minus 3y is equal to x. Now make y the subject, you will get your inverse. X minus 2 over minus 3, or 2 minus x over 3. F of x plus 5. Put x plus 5 at the place of x in f and multiply 3 with the function of g. Now simplify it. 6x minus 13 plus 12, 1. 1 by 6 would be your answer. Not in syllabus anymore. A common, B complement. B complement is everything except B. And what's common left in A and B complement would be this thing. Sorry, this entire thing. This should be the portion that is common between B complement and A. Similarly, common between C complement and B. C complement is everything except C, and the common between everything except C and B is this portion. Sorry. Not this one because it was C. I think my point is clear. 50 people, 35 borrow books. So we have two categories. We have books and computer. 35 borrow book, 12 of them use computer, 8 of them do not borrow, do not. So this is the point where I will start my question. This is 8, 50 were the total, 42. So 35 plus 12 is 47. 47 minus 42 is 5. 5 is the number common between books and computer. So it will be 30 and this will be 7. Expansion 8x square plus 20xy minus 2xy minus 5y square, 8x square plus 18xy minus 5y square. X power 12 times 2 by 3. 8 is actually 2 by power 3. So 2 power 3 times 2 by 3. Cancel. Answer will be x power 8 over 4. Cross multiply x minus 3 into x plus 4, x square minus 3x plus 4x minus 12. And this time we need to solve it. So x square, sorry, this is 5x. So x square minus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. 6 twos are 12. X square minus 6x plus 2x minus 12 is equal to 0. Answer would be 6 and minus 2. Because x minus 6 is one set, other one would be x plus 2. So in case you need to revise it, this should be done. Same for x minus 6. So we need to give the answer of y in terms of x. So no place for w. So whatever has to be done, we'll make w the subject and substitute its value. Let's see our first equation. Y is directly proportional to w square. 5 is equal to k times 100. And in the second equation, x is inversely. So 0.4 is equal to k over 10. K in this case is 4. K is in this case is 1 over 20. Now let's make the equations. y is equal to 1 by 20 times w, or w over 1 by 20, directly proportional to the square of w square. This should be your equation 1. And for 2, x is equal to k over uh, k over w, and your k is 4. So let's make w the subject, since we need to replace the w with x in the first equation. So your w would be 4 over x. So this equation will become y is equal to w square. So 16 over x square times 1 by 20. After simplification, 4 by 5. So 4 by 5x square should be the answer. We have green squares and triangles and red squares and triangles. Ken takes a card, color, notes his color and replaces it. Please read the probability questions very carefully. He then takes a second card, random, notes the color, replaces it. Find the probability both are green. So the total green is 7. Total cards are 10. So first card is 7 over 10, as he is replacing it back, so no change in the total. So the probability for getting the second card will also be 7 by 10. 49 over 100 would be the probability, or 0.49. Arena randomly takes cards, now this time without replacement. So now the total will change. Both cards are same shape. So triangles and squares. So either the both cards should be squares or both cards should be triangles. Probability of getting a first square would be 4 out of 10, and the second would be, since it is without replacement, so 3 by 9. Now the options are changing, so use plus. Probabilities of getting a first triangle is 6 by 10, and for the second 5 by 9. So it is 12 by 90 plus 30 by 90. Answer should be 42 by 90. Perpendicular bisector of AB. Important and much repeated question. Most students get confused in its working. This is the equation L. Show that it is a perpendicular bisector. All right. So this is your x1, this is your x2, this is your y1, this is your y2. Let's first find a gradient of AB. Y2 minus y1. What a blunder I've done. Your first coordinate is x and second one is y. So y minus 5 minus 11 over minus 5 minus 3 minus 16 over minus 8 will give you 2, and gradient of the perpendicular will be minus 1 by 2 if you can use it in this formula for two gradients that are perpendicular. Now the midpoint, because it says a bisector, it will always go from the center. This should be your midpoint. To find the mid, x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. It would be minus 1 and 3. Now I think we have everything. Y minus y1. Now this is your new x1 and y1 because the line that is a perpendicular bisector will pass from the midpoint. So we will use the coordinates of the midpoint over here. Gradient is minus 1 by 2, x minus x1, double minus, so it will be plus. Now you may simplify 2y minus 6 minus x minus 1. So the equation could be 2y plus x is equal to 5, and I think yes, this is the same equation. Thank you guys, paper has finished.